No, that was terrible. We need to do it again.
We're
doing it again.
It's fine.
No, we're doing it again.
No, it's a great way to start the second season.
Yes. All right, let's do this. Welcome to the GOTASS Show, Season 2. Yeah.
Oh.
We're awesome now.
We are clearly professional individuals.
We are very professional. We're just so very, very good at this. Ladies and gents, as always, I am your host, Franz Palentinos, and joining me today are my co-hosts, Cody Galbraith.
What's up, guys? We're
Brian
back.
Fox.
Hello.
We've got our guests, Nikodemus Burkemper, our janitor. Yeah.
Well, I thought I was executive janitor.
Yeah, you didn't do your job very well, though.
Fuck
No, he's great at it.
We left the space station 4 weeks ago, and now it's really, really messy.
Toilets, bro. You don't know.
We've got
Cleaning metaphorical toilets is difficult.
we've got Ben Haliotis. We've got Ben Haliotis with us today.
Eating off them's not easy either. How do you think I...
Oh God. Joining us later on is Jennifer Barnes. She's not here right now. She's doing woman things.
She's the resident female.
Yep. All right.
Have one.
So, season 2, we're back. I'm wearing a Canada shirt. It's great. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Welcome to the GOTASS Show. As you can see, we have a new studio. Actually, no, I just moved my desk.
We have a studio?
No.
Yes, we do. BFox, we talked about this. In the presence of the fan base, we not only have our own studio, we have our own planet just outside the sun.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have our own little planet.
And
We turned Pluto and turned it into ass planet. We didn't take
God.
we didn't take
To be
Uranus
honest,
because that was
Pluto
way
is no
too
longer an
obvious.
actual planet.
Yeah, I turned it into a planet.
It is no longer legally recognized as a planet.
Illinois still recognizes Pluto as a planet. I hope you know that.
Alright, at least we're different.
Science.
All right, well, we're not doing the regular news and gore news this week. Instead, Cody, BFox, and I did top 10s. So we're gonna do those for you.
Like,
And we're-
BFox, like half done.
Yeah,
Hey,
and then we're just
Top
gonna.
10s of what?
I haven't done
The
enough.
sheltered fuck.
We're gonna.
Done enough to make it, and I compensated by making it top 6.
We're gonna talk about what we did. First and foremost, we're gonna talk about what we did over the season break, and then we're gonna do the top 10s, and then we're gonna talk about anime. And hopefully that'll only last us an hour, and then we'll go into shooting the shit. Yay! By the way, viewers, give us a question to debate about during shooting the shit, because
Yeah,
it'll
send
be
us
awesome.
emails.
No, not even. They can just
We don't
I
have
have
an
an
email
email.
address.
no.
We have
They'll
an
just
Bad.
have them type it in chat. That'll be fine. Never leave me. That's why, Yon the Yon of Yon. We will never leave you. We swear.
Love this show.
This is how the show works. Alright, well, let's just get straight into the top 10, shall we?
Do it.
Alright. First up, Cody Galbraith with top 10 anime characters.
Okay, my personal top. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I'm gonna start at number 10, and anyone who knows me even a little bit is gonna be a little confused. Number 10 on my list is Naruto, as a good character.
Yeah, I am.
No, there's a good reason. Hear me out. When Naruto
Okay.
came out, Naruto was actually a really good character. It's a kid that's an outcast. He has horrifying demonic powers, and he's being shunned by the greater part of his community. But he's still trying to become accepted as an individual. If you ask me, that's actually a really good setup. It's just horrifying.
That is a decent character.
Alright. I'll
Alright.
accept that.
Okay. Yeah, that caught me off guard. It's like Naruto.
Oh,
Start off the
Dark
list.
Cody. Dark Neko's asking which, just regular Naruto or Shippuden Naruto?
Well, Shippuden came out after the first Naruto, so
It's essentially the same Naruto. He's just kind
no,
of.
it's not. It's not the same Naruto because what ruined it for me can be summed up in the very first word of Shippuden, which is Sasuke. what's my number 9? I have to open the thing again. Number 9 is Light Yagami from Death Note.
Hands down, awesome. I like this.
Yeah, he's a good
As a
character.
9.
He's really multi-dimensional, but he just goes into that whole "I'm gonna become a mass murderer." Like he just goes into it like head on. He doesn't.
Was
just
it
like,
was,
all
there
right,
was like
stop.
no? Was there no setup for that?
There's
He
no
was
real
just-
setup. He's just
just
like,
out of the blue.
I'm gonna start killing people. Now I'm God.
Yeah, that's really
No,
what
oh
he did.
God.
And I'm like, that's lovely. Number 8 is Legato from Trigun.
Oh
He's
yes.
Yeah.
Great villain, in my opinion. He's one of my favorite villains, hence why he's on this list. But the problem is, and I think I talked about this when we reviewed Trigun, is he doesn't do anything. He just kind of shows up, tells Vash that that shit's about to get real. He acts as a segue into the more serious parts of the show, and then that's it. Like he doesn't really do anything.
Alright.
Number 7 is Keitaro from Love Hina because he's just I just love him as a character. Like he's just that off the wall, like ridiculous character that as an introverted nerd such as myself, I can familiarize with this character, and I'm okay with that. I'm ashamed to admit that I'm an introvert. Number 6 is Nauta from Fooly Cooly. That's the main character. Top. And I liked him because, and again, I think we talked about this in the review. He's being we didn't review it, but
Yeah, we haven't
BFox
reviewed it yet.
Yeah. He's in this big, huge world, and Fooly Cooly is a very coming of age anime. And he's in this big adult world. He's trying to understand all these weird things that are going on around him. And I just think that it's really cool the way that he adapts to the world around him and stuff. And I just think it's really neat to see him interact with all these crazy and absurd characters. Number 5 is Saiga from Speedgrapher.
Okay.
He is a great anti-hero. Just like,
Alright.
he gets it down to a T. The problem is he's a little cliched. Like, he lives alone, he's got no money, he smokes, he drinks, he curses. He's a bit of a lech, probably.
Ben, I think we're picking up gain from you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's. I don't think he's even here.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, that,
Fix your mic, bro.
I'll go close the window.
bro.
All right.
Oh God.
Let's keep going.
I'm almost. Number 4 is
on.
Neki from Negima.
Negi.
Yeah, the kid
Master
wizard.
Mage Negima.
Yeah. I like him as a character because, granted, he's completely unrealistic in the fact that he's a small child living by himself, teaching students that are older than him in a world where magic is not only existent but incredibly prominent. But as a character who deals with emotional stress, he does it really well because there are a bunch of chapters where he actually just gets like totally distressed and he doesn't know what to do, and like he's not that like shining beacon of hope at every turn or anything like that. He actually has a lot of problems and a lot of emotional baggage and stuff, which for a kid I have to admit I feel really bad for him because it's not going to get any better, but you know.
Oh, for the record, yeah, I did.
Goddamn.
What did you do?
He just passed the little Fluttershy I gave him in front of the camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Why?
Even Christina disapproves.
Why?
Oh God.
All right.
This is part of me now.
It's part of it now.
Welcome. That's my birthday
Deep in
present
your
to Franz,
soul.
in case anyone
Welcome
didn't
to the hurt, Franz.
know. He's been in
Franz,
the
your soul has been eaten and devoured.
Okay,
Jan
anyway.
wants to murder you now.
I know.
I know.
It's just because he doesn't have a flood shot. That's it.
God.
He's just jealous.
Okay,
Leon,
number
you want to claim
four
more?
is,
Alright, we need to get back on
Yeah,
track.
we gotta get rolling, guys. Come on. Help, Liz. Come on. Okay, number 3 is Soitengu, again from Speedgrapher.
Yes, sweet
Upper-
tango.
Yes.
If you want to hear me go into like great and like pornographic detail about this character,
It's quite pornographic, actually.
what episode was that? It was like episode 6 or 7, I think.
I think it was episode 6 or 7. Yeah.
And we do a review, or me and BFox do anyway, a review of Speedgrapher, at least for the most part. I think we just mainly talked about characters, but
Yeah.
Beside the point, Suitengu's a great villain. He's got a great backstory. He's got great personality. He's actually got a legitimate plan as a villain. And I say this in the actual review. He's not like the Joker. He doesn't just blow shit up because he wants to watch it blow up. He like actually has like goals and plans and actual concrete ways of completing them, and that's something that's not easy to convey as a villain, especially if he's got such a sad backstory that you actually want him to succeed.
That is
Always a
true.
good thing.
I couldn't bring myself to hate him when I watched that show. So I approve of Sweet Tengu.
Number 2 is Simone from Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Again, he's a great character. Like, I don't like, and there are Gurren Lagann haters out there. I know it, and I don't give a shit. I have a Gurren Lagann religion, so so I don't give a shit.
Church of the Spiral, all hail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
hail.
just spiral all the way across the sky.
Oh. Double rainbow.
I wish I had my Choginga right now.
No, through the sky. Okay, anyway. But Simone, the reason that I think that he's such a good character is because when Gurren Lagann starts, he's not like he ends up. He's this little meek, like, shy, like just like, he's not even a nerd. He's just like, I don't want to keep using the word introvert, but he's like a recluse, and he just kind of stays by himself. He's like the outcast. Nobody likes him except Kamina. And then by the end of the series, he's this loud, crazy, confident, bombastic character, and he adds so much flavor to the show because he's the main character, and that's what it's supposed to be. And he does a really good portrayal.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And number 1, by far, above any of the characters that I listed, except maybe Simone, even above Simone, is Vash from Trigun. He is my favorite character in anime, pretty much ever. And I say that I could have put Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin on this list.
You could have.
Put him as 10 and move Naruto down to 11.
Top 11.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason I like Vash so much is because it's like I'm obviously a fan of complex characters that struggle because it seems more realistic that way. Like if I'm watching an anime and it's just like, oh no, something weird's happening, but now everything conveniently works to my advantage. Lol, the problems are gone. Like it's not entertaining that way. There's no stress. There's no like pressure or anything. But like
You're
with
on the edge of your seat hoping that this character will make it through.
Exactly. It gives you hope. The character has to be likable. You can't throw a character that no one likes into a situation where he's getting his ass kicked, because then people are going to enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just him getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, basically. But I've probably said it before. The reason I love Vash so much, probably episode 6 or 7, shoot the shit again or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's episode 8. Whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's close
Yeah.
enough.
Moving on. Vash is a great character because he's got this giant, elaborate backstory. He's what, 250 years old. He's not human. Everyone hates him, and yet he's vowing to protect everyone that he comes across and refuses to take a life, no matter how small. And I think that's just so big as a character. Like as a person, even I would go so far as to say, because there's so much weight behind that. Just like he's living on this horrible cutthroat murder planet called Planet Gunsmoke that takes place in the Wild West, basically, and he's just like, I'm a gunman and I won't kill you. Please put your guns down and come give me a hug. and we see that he's this really big, like, crazy character, and he's really goofy and everything, and he's really easy to, like, he can dodge bullets and stuff, and he's a quick shot and all that good stuff, but he doesn't use any of it. Like, that doesn't mean that he's invulnerable. He gets shot up a few times in the show, if I remember right.
There are a few moments where you're like, oh god, is he gonna make it?
But that's just, by far, Vash is my favorite character on this list, just by, like, leaps and bounds, but that might just be because Trigun's like the most nostalgic anime for me.
Yeah. Well, that was Cody Galbraith's top 10 anime characters. Now let's go into BFox's lazy top 6 books.
Lazy.
Alright. it was just gonna be top 5, but then I forgot to put in the book that got me to start reading. So number 6 on my list is Poison by Christopher Wooding.
You're poison. Sorry,
I think I've read that.
Poison is it takes place in it's not necessarily the modern world, but it's kind of like a blend between medieval ages and modern, because they have neon signs but they don't have guns, that's kind of where you are in that book. And Poison is about this girl. She's about 16, and her sister gets kidnapped, and she has to go and, well, she doesn't have to, but she feels a compelling urge to, because she can't stand the village she lives in. And I don't blame her. They all don't really like her. She is the introvert of her village. But this book got me to read because the characters were really fun. I think my favorite one was probably, what's his name? Bram, because he was like the father figure, because Poison, her father was away doing whatever he was doing and wasn't really, she liked him, but he wasn't really there for her. So Bram kind of took over as this father figure that helped her on her way to find her sister. And the whole story overall, I tried rereading it, and oh god, the chat, what is going on? I'm just gonna ignore that.
I'm pouring myself a drink.
Oh god.
So the story, I believe it's a young teen read, because I tried reading it again and I just didn't find it like gritty enough for me. So
I need to stop you for 1 second, Franz. I'm using my big TV as a monitor right now, and I'm on Facebook. And from a distance, like at a glance, your picture looks like Bobby Hill from King of the Hill.
What? Come on!
I'm totally serious.
That's hilarious, and it makes sense. And it does. Oh,
all right.
God.
Now moving on with my list. My number 5, The Radleys by Matt Haig. The Radleys is a very I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a vampire book, but hear me out. It's a back to roots vampire book. It's not.
It's before the days of Twilight.
Before the days of the faggotry that is Stephanie Meyer and her abomination Twilight.
And understand, when I say Twilight, instead of the proper spelling, put the word Y in the middle, like Twilight.
Yes. So, the Radleys. The Radleys is a story about 2 kids.
Is there a guy named Boo in this?
What?
Nothing.
I think you said Nosferatu.
What? Where'd you get Nosferatu from?
I was talking, and then I heard, like, at the end of whatever you said, it sounded like Atu, so I thought you said Nosferatu.
Never mind.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm just... Okay. So... The Radleys is a family of vampires, but the kids don't know they're vampires. They just know that they're very pale, and they have a hard time doing anything because they're so weak. They think they have like anemia. And her sister has it worse because she can't stomach her food at all, and every 5 minutes she usually finds herself in the bathroom trying not to puke. So one day, and she accidentally kills she accidentally kills a teenager. And to be fair, this guy was like, he was in rape mode. He was drunk and in rape mode. If she didn't do anything, he was probably going to have his way with her. So she kills him.
Then her teeth would have kicked in, and I'm not talking in her mouth.
So she kills him down there. She kills him, and her father is now faced with the option of telling the kids what they really are. So he disposes of the body by taking it and flying it out over the ocean, and usually that's been the preferred method of getting rid of bodies, because they apparently don't show up ever again for some reason. I don't know. Probably sharks.
Probably.
But yes, it's a very back to roots story, because these aren't like the Twilight vampires. These are vampires that in the sunlight, they don't necessarily burn, but they have to wear sunblock, otherwise they just burn really bad. So
Bad sunburn.
they get really bad sunburn.
It confused me because you were like, when they go out in the sun, they don't burn, but if they don't wear sunblock, they burn. I'm like, what?
I apologize for my stupid. I caught the dumb.
I caught the dumb.
But yeah, it's a very good read about vampires. It will definitely raise your respect for vampires after that horrible mess.
Actually, I also read a pretty good vampire book. It was called Night Road by A.M. Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story about how like vampires just feel like they're discriminated against. They're not bad people. They call themselves like hemivores.
Mm-hmm.
So like they've made it so like they need blood to survive. But nobody still understands that. It's just like they do that for fun. So there are these guys like the main character who's just one of those who's like, I'm going to bleh. But I needed to live. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna make your head woozy a little bit. It'll be like he'll drink like a pint from a person, you know. But like he has to babysit this one guy who's just fresh vampire, and he has no control over his thirsts, and that's the thing.
Awesome. That sounds like an interesting book.
Oh,
okay.
Anyway.
Now number 4. Now it's not one book. It's a series, and there might be the issue that it might seem a little bit too kiddish. It's not really that gritty. I believe this is also another youth or teen reads, and that is the Septimus Heap series by Angie Sage. It's a lot like Harry Potter, but it's not. See, in Harry Potter, how you weren't allowed to do magic around muggles, but that's not the case in this book. In this book, everybody knows about magic. They just don't trust it as much because when does magic really help? apart from the Tower of Wizards that they have, magic hasn't really
Now,
been
when
helped.
you say Tower of Wizards, do you mean a tower that's built with wizards inside, or is it wizards standing head foot straight up into the air?
I would assume you would know what I meant, but I guess I'll
I
have to
do, but I just
clarify.
wanted to put the joke out there, and you ruined it. I hope you feel better about yourself.
I do.
Never
But yeah,
leave me.
it's not necessarily a Harry Potter clone, but I definitely think that if you can get past the fact that it's aimed towards kids, then it'll be a good read for you. All right, and now my number 3. I haven't read the whole series, but that's because life got in the way. The Hunger Games by Suzanne.
The Hunger Games.
Hunger Games is an amazing book series.
Yes, it is definitely an amazing book series. But unfortunately I've only read the first one. It's definitely.
You life.
What? Yeah, I
Like,
life.
I truth.
So yeah, the first book in the series is definitely amazing. I really liked it. I think my favorite moment, because it was just so. It was a really moving moment if you read the book. I think from what I've heard, they just kind of gloss over it, and it's not that big of a deal. Is Rue's death.
Yes, that is.
That was
important.
I was almost moved to tears when Rue died in the Hunger Games book, but in the movie I hear.
Spoilers.
God.
Oh no!
In the
Ruined this
movie,
whole movie for me that I was never gonna see.
in the
Exactly.
movie, they do some stuff about it. It isn't a whole big thing.
Yeah,
But
it
they
was a
do-
bit bigger in the book, if I heard correctly.
Yes, it was
but also
very.
in the movie, you can't have her inner dialogue the entire time.
Yeah.
So
don't-
you can't.
Yeah,
have...
that's the one downside to movies about books. You don't get the whole picture. You can't
Yeah.
really.
Unless they
hear
like.
what's
How
going on.
ironic is that? You don't get the whole picture if you move a book to a movie.
Yeah.
How
Because we all have
ironic is
imagination.
that?
All
You'd
right.
think the movie would explain a lot more.
You would think,
Well,
but.
no, it's not. That's not what I mean. I'm just saying that it was just a hilarious way of trying to phrase.
Okay.
Ah,
Moving on.
guilty joke again.
My favorite. This series is still in the works. The Magicians by Lev Grossman.
I've heard many good things.
Oh my
We
god,
talked
this
about
series.
this other day. I want to read it.
This is so good. Okay, it's like everything you've ever wanted to happen about magic, it happens to this guy named Quentin Coldwater, and he gets to live the dream. And this is a college, so he gets to have a college experience, not some crappy school experience like Harry does. So this book is, well, this series is extremely gritty, and you are either going to love it or you are going to hate it. I know for one chapter I couldn't read it for a week. I had to put it down because Quentin was just pissing me off so much.
I remember this too.
Yes, this book. I
Just
will
in
say
high
though,
school.
if you can get past it, if you can get past your hate for Quentin, because I know you will hate him. There are moments. It is such a good read.
Is there just a chapter where it just goes into like disturbingly like gritty detail about how he's just beating a prostitute?
No, fortunately not that disturbing.
That's just a whole chapter.
He is
Just
a
like,
little
and then I
shit.
pulled out one of her teeth and fed
Yes.
it to her. Oh god.
I definitely love this series so far. You get to see Quentin evolve from the selfish asshole that he is in
The
book
selfish
one.
ass hat.
Yes, to what he becomes in the second book, and I can't wait until 2013 when the next book comes out. I am so
sad.
excited for this series. All right, now, even though I love The Magicians, my top book that I've ever read, City of Thieves by David Benioff. This story takes place in World War II Leningrad. It is completely fictional. Well, almost completely fictional. He did a lot of research to make it seem realistic. It is the story of his grandfather, if I remember correctly. His grandfather's name is Lev, and it's a story about him when he's 14 in Leningrad, and how he winds up with this guy who was a deserter from the Russian army. And these two, you wouldn't really think that like an army soldier and a little 14-year-old who was in charge of putting out fires during bombing raids would get along. But these two, they are quite the couple, and it is a lot of fun to see David do what he does with this book, because he can go from this is really funny to oh my god, that is so dark, and then bring it back flawlessly so that your mood isn't totally ruined while reading this book.
Yeah, that's not easy to do.
It is not.
No, it's not.
But this is by far my favorite book about growing up, and it just so happens to take place in World War II.
Leningrad was a terrible, terrible city to live in during this point, too.
Oh god, yes. Oh god, yes. And I think he captures that really well, especially when they make it to the village, to a village, and they end up getting vodka made from wood.
Yep.
What?
That's
Yeah,
and Stalingrad.
they can
So-
get drunk off of anything. I tell you what.
It's Russian people. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That-
no.
right?
In Soviet Russia.
It's Soviet Russia.
Everything gets drunk.
In Soviet Russia, everything is drinkable.
Yes. All right. Definitely my favorite growing up story. And now I think my time is up. So someone else go.
All right, mine's a little bit more silly because
Because, why not?
Well,
Because you're Franz, and you're an
we've all just built computers, so
Minus me.
well.
And me.
Well, Cody, Vince, and I all have new computers now, and I believe a couple of our viewers in the show also built new computers. Yes, Gavro Chen did build a computer. So, I am doing top 10 things to do with a new gaming rig. Yay!
Yay!
Lots of
Take it
porn.
to a bar.
Nikodemus, what did we say about
That's the way to put things down
spoilers?
with it.
I wasn't here for that discussion.
Well, number 10, homework, because everybody hates it.
Everybody hates me.
Number
Why
9,
is it on your list if everybody hates it?
because it's the lowest one, but you still have to do it. Number 9, install the things you need for the thing to damn run. Fuck.
I know that joke.
Number 8, transfer all the things.
All the things.
Number
All
7,
of them.
Contemplate the next build you're gonna pull off next week. Number 6, stare at it in awe, especially if you have nice LED fans.
Ha!
Number 5, Facebook.
Facebook.
Not even just
palm.
not even
I
just
thought that
go
was
on
gonna be, like,
Facebook.
number one.
You make your gaming rig a Facebook and you have it add friends.
God.
Face palm.
Number 4, running servers.
Mm.
Number 3, copious amounts of gaming.
Copious.
Way ahead of you.
Number 2, the GOTASS Show.
Boy.
And the number 1 thing to do with a new gaming rig, watch porn in glorious 1080p. Don't you love it?
Bring in the gimps.
Oh, are you sure I can just do that? The doors already. All right. Well,
Franz,
That-
I actually didn't expect that. I said watch lots of porn is kind of a joke, because a gaming rig is meant for gaming, not watching porn. But hey,
I told you,
anything is possible.
Nikodemus,
Watch HD porn.
amazing graphics cards. Anyway,
Alright.
so
I dig it.
do you guys want to take a just a quick thing, and then we'll do anime, or do you want to just go straight into anime?
Anime.
Oh wait, no, we forgot something. What did you do over the season break? Let's start with Nikodemus.
I sat at home, jacked off, and ate whole pies.
Hey,
That seems
no.
like a good week. 4 weeks.
What about you, Ben? What'd you do over the season break?
Played Skyrim.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you, by the way, for the Xbox.
Of course. BFox, what'd you do over the season break?
Pretty much the same as Nicodemus and Ben, and realized I might like smoking more than I thought.
Ha!
You're addicted.
Fox, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm
Such an enabler.
Thanks, Cody.
Alright, Cody, what'd you do over the season break?
I got B-Fox to realize he likes smoke.
On accident, too. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
on accident.
Bro!
No, but for real. First I built this computer. Actually, that came last, but I got this computer built.
watched lots of HD porn.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He just got it running today.
Considering the size of the monitor that I'm using, considering it's 42 inches,
Oh,
And-
goodness.
I don't want to risk someone coming downstairs and just seeing that
Yeah, just
glorious 1080p.
Just like,
you can see the emotional scars with that monitor.
no, you're like Aunt comes in, she's like, what the hell are you do? Is that to scale? Just,
Insert whistle here.
Alright. Well, over the season break, I went to school.
Yeah.
Boo!
I had spring break.
Boo!
I had spring break.
Boo!
I watched Cody turn BFox into a smoker. Oh look, we topped our viewers. Anyway, I built 2 computers. Well, I built 3 computers, took one of them apart, returned the case for mine. Now I'm waiting for my case. I bought a monitor. Now I'm buying another monitor.
Why'd you buy 2?
Huh?
Why'd you buy 2?
He's got 3
So I
computers.
can have a I can have a monitor
That's
so that I can I can watch watch the show and have the levels
No,
open.
Franz,
Because
you're not
you're-
clear on multi-boxing. Multi-boxing is using more than one system at once.
No, I'm not multi-boxing. I'm using 2
You should.
monitors.
Okay,
That's all I'm
fine.
doing.
Using multiple monitors.
But anyway,
Ah!
that was my break. So, yeah. What did you do over the break? Tell us in the comments below. I just sold out so hard.
So hard.
I
There
hate.
are no comments on live stream.
Huh? Oh, when I post this on
Chat-
YouTube.
There's a chat box.
No, when I post this on YouTube.
Chat box, but
When I post this on YouTube, it'll
Proceed to
happen.
laugh at each other.
Everyone proceed to guffaw. Okay, we're done. We're done with that now.
I was gonna say, are we done?
No! Guffaw again!
Damn ready.
No, I'm done.
Alright. It's time for an anime talk. Cody, what do you got for us?
Me and BFox are gonna talk about Golden Boy, the greatest anime ever.
Oh, my
Bullshit,
face
join
hurts.
log on.
It's definitely one of the funniest.
It's okay. It's the funniest anime ever,
Funniest anime I've probably seen since Excel Saga.
and that's yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty intense. So okay, this is a pretty obscure anime. And it's based on
BFox, you're quiet as hell, apparently.
This thing is super old. Well, it looks super old, and
Yeah.
it's only 6 episodes long.
Yeah, so it's not a giant watch. Apparently the manga's a bit longer. But, okay, so it's about this guy, Kentaro Oe. He was in college, he dropped out, he was attending law or something like that, and he just got bored, basically, and dropped out. And as a result, like, he just kind of, like, he wants to learn about everything around him. So he just, like, goes around the country and just learns things and does odd jobs in random towns just to get by, all the while just learning random stuff. And oh god, the escapades that this fucking guy has.
I think he's the only guy to be hit on in like 5 episodes and then not take the bait.
Yeah. Oh!
No, he doesn't go for it at all. He really wants to, but he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. Because that's the weird thing about Kentaro, or whatever. I think it's Kentaro, yeah, whatever. Is, for some weird reason, whenever he goes somewhere, 90% of the people he comes across... Okay, not 90%, but like... Let me rephrase that. 90% of the women he comes across are unbelievably attractive. And within knowing him for like a week, they not only like him, they love him, and they want to marry him and be in bed with him.
Yes, all of those.
Shit, not. That's how.
In that order. In
goes.
that order.
The first episode, he gets
Well,
a job.
except no. Except episode 5. Episode 5, it's the reverse order.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway,
Anywho.
but
Anyhow.
like the prime example is the first episode. He's got a job at like a computer development software company, and he what is it? He shows up, and they're like, "Oh, you don't know how to use computers, do you?" He's like, "No, but I really want to learn. If you guys are willing to teach me, if you have the time." And like, "We're a little bit ahead, sure, but you have to like do janitor shit on the time that we're busy." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." And I'm putting this in a very bland and unfunny manner, but like the whole time he's freaking out and like making really lewd comments and stuff. There's one point where they're talking about how they program using C-Base, which is a type of programming?
It was a type of program.
It was a type of coding, I think.
I think they were talking about C++, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, whatever. They tell him that it's C-Base, which is computer code, and he immediately jumps to the conclusion that it's similar to like using the baseball metaphors for like first and second base, and he assumes that they use C-Base, which is a translation to third base, and that they all want to have sex with him, and he starts freaking out.
I think the funniest part of that episode is when he's just cleaning the toilet.
He's just cleaning the toilet, and I'm not gonna spoil it, but he gets a little too interested.
Little too excited about this toilet. You have to see it.
Queen sits.
Press 5!
Oh, dear. But yes, you have to watch this series if you want a really good laugh.
If you want a really good laugh and you want to make sure you're watching an anime that your parents don't want to see,
Yes.
watch.
This is for your funny bone and your rebellious bone.
Sure,
But most of us are over the age of 18, so we don't have a
Who
rebellious.
cares?
It's just this is again.
No, Ben. Most of us are over the age of 18, but most of us also still live with our parents, so...
It's true.
Oh, right. Big news. BFox is turning 19 tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
my
BFox.
birthday. It's my birthday. Oh yeah. Oh,
And then
yeah.
my birthday is the 20th, so that Friday.
So yeah, within a week we're turning 19. It's gonna be cool.
And wait, what is it? It's April.
Yeah.
Not even 2 months from now, I'm 21. But all the alcohol. And then
Not
Yeah.
all the vodkas, I know.
I can't believe I forgot about our birthdays, BFox. I'm so stupid.
I
I'd
didn't.
have to agree with you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I don't know where my birthday is. I got a case of dong.
That was a bit too perfect.
I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I was just like, oh yeah, by the way, it's my birthday.
Hey, BFox, should I get you a pineapple?
Fox, you totally just cut out for me.
Oh well. Well, happy birthday in a month, Christina. That way I won't forget.
Yeah, because I just told you now.
There you
But
go.
yeah, no, Ben, you can't get me a pineapple.
No, get him a watermelon.
No,
What?
it's pineapple and a bottle
Why
of
do you want to
lotion.
give me these giant fruits? What's the?
Clearly, you've never drilled a hole in one and stuck it in a microwave.
God?
No,
People
BFox,
do
a pineapple and
People
a
do
bottle
that.
of lotion.
BFox, what are you doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow?
Pineapple.
How would that even work?
I don't know. And Neko, no, I'm not. It's gonna be a family party. That wouldn't be appropriate. You're gonna have to wait till Saturday. I might stream that. I'm just kidding. I won't. Yet.
No, you're alright.
But no. Tomorrow I'm just dicking around until 4, and then everybody's coming over to my house, and we're going to party as much as your family can party.
So, that's
So-
tomorrow?
So we're just gonna sit around, watch the game, and I don't know, drink. Not really. Not alcohol.
Am I invited to this party?
I don't know how many people I can bring.
BFox? BFox.
What?
You're gonna come to my house on Friday, and we're gonna smoke cigars.
Sounds-
Cody, are you free?
On Friday?
on Friday. Sounds like a plan. But I prefer we do it outside, so that way I don't. Spoil.
Duh. Yeah, no, we're gonna do it outside, definitely.
Oh, wait, Friday, right?
I show up for this?
Yeah,
yeah,
sure,
can
why
I
not?
show up?
I guess.
Not that I'll be doing
Alright,
anything.
maybe we should move on.
We should probably move on.
Yeah, we're gonna move on with the show anyway.
Anyway.
I'm sorry for the little sidetrack. I just had to.
It's almost been an hour. Should we do? BFox
Oh.
reads? Should we do a BFox reads? I think we should.
Do you have one?
I have
We
one,
do
yeah.
have one, right? All right, let's do this.
I'm so happy.
All right, gents, ladies and gents, it's time for a BFox raise. Just as soon as I switch the music, because I'm fucking
Whoa.
rad.
Get up. Just get the music primed. I won't be able to hear it, but I'm gonna open it up in a new tab. But yeah, I will. Franz, do you need the link to it so you can follow along and know when to start?
Yeah, sure.
At least you can stream.
Yep. Okay.
I'm the biggest idiot right now.
Why?
Because I've got the laptop to my room.
Oh, I knew it.
What?
Yeah, I remember now.
Hey, I think a severe storm
I got you,
warning's
bro.
going off.
Your storm warning. Oh no.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Type on the. I look over my big screen TV and it just says Control F. I forgot, and then I'm like,
Suddenly cut out.
Did it?
I can't hear Cody.
I can't hear Cody.
Neither can I. I think he just died.
No, he
Cody's internet just
Wah,
died.
wah, wah.
Oh dear, what's going on? What's going on?
Play
I
the
think
death
Cody
march?
just suffered
No.
a power outage. I'm not sure.
no, I'm
There
still
he is.
here.
There he is.
Okay, good. No, you cut out for the longest time, and we're like, no, Cody, no.
All right, you ready?
All right,
Gents, it's time for a BFox raise.
all right, ladies and gentlemen. This is titled Chapter 18: Truth versus Fiction. I'm going to warn you. This has so much awesome you might not be able to stand it. All right. Oh dear, is something wrong with the call? What's going on?
It's just Cody. Cody's jumping
It's
out.
just Cody. Okay,
Yeah. Just if it keeps doing that, it's just me.
okay.
But don't forget to send a link or put a link in the description of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm doing
This is
it.
too awesome to not put a link to it in the description.
I'm doing it. By the way,
Of the
BFox,
YouTube video.
when the queue happens, just let me know.
Okay. I'll let you know with the giant. Hit it.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick this pig. Last thing
Pigs.
Lyra expected to hear was Twilight's voice coming from the other room. But there, on the television, it was impossible.
Oh, hold on, BFox.
What? Also,
Maybe we should.
Cody, you're just cutting out. so,
Cody's
like,
just
none
cutting out. I
else.
can't.
Yeah. Ugh.
I can't.
Oh, gents, mute your mics.
Yeah.
As always.
Mute. Okay. I don't know what Cody you're trying to tell me, but oh, I think he's typing it. Yeah. This was a pony fic that someone wrote on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, it's a My Little Pony fic. It rocks. No questions.
I'm not a brony, and I thought this was freaking hilarious. All right, here we go. The last thing Lyra had expected to hear was Twilight's voice coming from the other room, but there on the television, it was impossible. Twilight, Applejack, Rainbow Dash. Hold on, the Skype thing's in the way. Sorry. Usually it only showed human figures. How could it possibly be showing Equestria? Yes, ma'am, I want to put up a new barn, but this one's got to come down first. Now get back to it, RD. Applejack's familiar accent. It seems so unreal to hear it now. What's more, Lyra had thought she recognized this. It was from when Rainbow Dash had volunteered to tear down the old barn. That had been the same day that Twilight had lost it and cast the spell on her old doll. Lyra slowly lowered herself into a chair, her legs shaking. Was it possible? Her entire life, some kind of television show that humans watched? Why hadn't she found out about this earlier? And then there was a bright flash of light, and Jesus appeared. Hey, Lyra, what's up? Said Jesus. Then a giant drill smashed through the wall, crushing the television. Kamina jumped out of his giant robot's cockpit. Just who the hell do you think I am? Said Kamina. Lyra did not know who Kamina was because she was from Equestria, and Awesome hadn't been invented there. Get your guitar, Lyra. We're going to kill the Soviets, said Jesus. Why are you doing that? Said Lyra. Because all the Nazis are dead, said Jesus. Lyra got her guitar, and Jesus used his god powers to turn it into a guitar that was shaped like a skull. Hold on. Oh, stupid phone. Alright, where was I? Shaped like a skull. Then Lyra started to play the song Highway Star by Deep Purple. It was Jesus' theme song. Franz, hit it! She jumped on the top of Kamina's robot while still playing the song. Jesus got onto his motorcycle. They rode down the street while dodging laser fire. Where are the Soviets? Said Lyra. They're in Russia, of course. With my Jesus powers, I can make giant robots walk on water. So Jesus made it so that Kamina's giant robot could walk on water. And they went to Russia. All the Soviets were in Russia. We are communists, said one of the Soviets. Then Jesus jumped out of his motorcycle and did 12 backflips in midair. When it hit the ground, he reached into the ocean and turned water into assault rifles. You're threatening the American way, and that makes me sad because America's my favorite country, said Jesus. He shot a whole bunch of Soviets with his assault rifles, so they died. I believe in Lyra who believes in me, declared Kamina. Lyra believed in him. He was human. She always believed in humans. He punched a Soviet so hard in the face that his fist emerged in another dimension. When his fist came back, Bonbon was there. You are a human now, Bonbon said to Lyra. Since I have Jesus powers, I can tell that you are Soviet spies, Jesus said to Bonbon. In Soviet Russia, ponies watch you, said Bonbon, thus proving that she was a Soviet spy and always said the opposite of the truth. This is such a plot twist, said Lyra. The Kamina threw his sunglasses like they were a ninja shuriken, except instead of killing Bonbon, they landed on her face. Then she was American. It's a good thing we're no longer enemies, said Bonbon to Jesus. There are a lot of Soviets left, so Jesus had to defend American democracy. I can feed all 5,000 of you with lead, said Jesus, effectively condensing Matthew chapter 14, verses 15 through 21 into a single-action movie one-liner. And they continued into Russia, or as they continued into Russia, Kamina picked up Jesus by his feet and started swinging him around and hitting a whole bunch of Soviets. This is my body given for you, said Kamina. Do this in remembrance of me. Kamina is not actually an ordained minister, and this is not how communion works. They had no time for Stalin, so Jesus, Kamina, Lyra, and Bonbon continued rushing in. Thanks for lending a hand, Lyra, said Kamina. They had to go faster because Russia's very big, and they had to find Nikita Khrushchev, king of evil Soviets. Kamina and Jesus got into their motorcycles. Lyra, who was a human, rode on Bonbon's back. This was not strange at all. And also Bonbon could fly now. Then suddenly they found a wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall, said Jesus. I will not let you through, Jesus, said Mr. Gorbachev. Then Commoner used his robot's drill to break through the wall, because that's what drills do. They break through walls. There's also a bunch of Soviets hiding behind the wall because they thought it would protect them, but instead pieces of them were flung all over Russia. I'm Jesus, so I still love you even though you're Soviets and we're killing you, said Jesus. Don't you know you were my very best friend, Jesus, said Lyra. LOL, said Jesus. He's a pretty cool guy. They had to keep moving into Russia even faster so they could find Khrushchev and save democracy. But instead of Khrushchev, they found a Geico Gecko. I am not a communist, and I'm going to save you a lot of money on car insurance, said the Gecko in an endearing Cockney accent. I can't do a Cockney accent, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Geico Gecko, said Jesus. But then the Geico Gecko took off his mask, and it was actually Nikita Khrushchev. I tricked you, Jesus, said Nikita Khrushchev. I knew that Gecko couldn't be trusted, said Lyra. It's time to give you this day your daily ass kicking, said Jesus. So Jesus and Communist charged up all the spiral energy of the world through the power of prayer and shot a gigantic laser beam at Nikita Khrushchev, defeating him like Jesus defeated sin and death. Thanks to you and your electric guitar shaped like a skull, democracy has been saved, said Jesus. I am glad that I was useful, said Lyra. Then they all exchanged bro hooves because all the Soviets were dead. Jesus is a massive bronin, so he stopped giving high fives, and Bon Bon still doesn't have hands anyways. True story.
I am going to hunt down who
The
wrote
most
that.
amazing story you've ever heard.
I am going to hunt down who wrote that now.
And give them a
hug them?
giant internet high five.
No.
Hug the fuck out of them.
No.
I want to slaughter them.
Oh, that's right, 'cause you like Russians.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a BFox
And that
Reads.
was Chapter 18, Truth versus Fiction.
To put it in perspective, when we first found this, it was just me, and I was looking for Fix to read because it's a good way to follow.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
Cody's cutting out. Is not-
Goodbye, Cody.
is not good.
Still?
Still.
Ah.
Oh, poor Cody. But yeah, it was literally like the middle of the night. I think it was like what, 1 or 2 in the morning, and he was just looking for Pony Fix because he's a brony like that, and he found this masterpiece.
Oh,
And
God.
He normally goes to bed when it's like 2 in the morning. So
I'm covered in urine!
the fact that he got off Skype, then called me and told me to get back on Skype just so he could show me this shows you how awesome this is.
No.
And that music. That
No.
music.
And that music just adds to the experience. Poor Cody, he's just dropping.
I'm here.
Oh,
it's just
crap,
I
sorry.
can't say anything.
You can't say anything without dropping.
Yeah.
I think the storm is
Okay.
affecting you somehow.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
I want to go rage on these people.
Sorry about that. Well, I think the audio's fixed now.
Oh,
do you think?
So,
Alright,
was I clear like the whole time, or did I cut
Yeah.
out?
yeah, you were great.
Oh, thank God! I didn't want any of the story to be ruined.
Seriously.
You stuttered a little bit, but just because you were like, I can't do a Geico Cockney accent. I'm sorry.
That's
That was about it.
Yeah, I can't do a Cockney accent. I'm so sorry. Moving on.
Moving on.
Turn the water into assault rifles.
Turn that water into a
She didn't know
salt.
who Communa was because awesome hadn't been invented in Equestria.
That's how that works. Because that's how that works. Alright, so what say you all? We take a 10-minute break and go into shooting the shit.
That sounds like a plan. I'll check
Why
the
not?
weather and see how horrible the storm is.
Oh, no, it's pretty bad.
Oh god. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go upstairs and there's just gonna be no building above me. It's just gonna be like everything torn up by a tornado.
Yes.
And I was so into listening to BFox talk about fucking horses and stuff that I just didn't notice. And no, not fucking horses.
Nice.
Alright, I can't understand a word of what's happening because A, there's background noise, B, my internet's crap.
Oh, poor baby. You want a hug?
I'd like you to fix my fucking internet, but hey, I don't
I
think
don't
that's a
fix
bit-
fucking internet. I just fix the normal ones. You should have that checked by a
The
doctor.
other one, I'm pretty sure I'd put a restraining order on.
Alright, ladies and gents, we're going to take a 10-minute break right after our theme song plays right here, and we'll see you in a bit. Just commercial break, you know.
We have commercials.
And now they can actually hear it.
We have commercials.
People can actually hear our theme song now.
Are we getting paid for the commercials?
No. This is our commercials, quote unquote, are just like little videos that we put in.
Oh.
Drama button.
Franz.
Franz, you gotta put in the drama button. The TNT
Never.
drama button.
Never.
No,
That
we
was
need to
amazing.
get a laugh reel.
We'll see you. We'll see you in shooting the shit in 5 minutes or 10. You know.
10.
Yeah, let's go 10.